What's going on, YouTube? We're here with Fit Food Fresh, Dan and Casey, and want to say hi to everybody. This is our first live video. This is your first live video, correct?
Yes, it is. It is. I'm very excited to do it. I like that you have the knowledge on how to set all this internet stuff up, man.
I kind of just figured it out today. So it's weird because we probably don't have anybody watching yet because we haven't done a lot of these videos. Actually, we haven't done any of these videos. So we're going to do these videos once a week. Try to do them like clockwork. So hopefully every Friday afternoon, maybe a couple of videos throughout the week, and we'll see as you guys start watching in. And we have Maria with us. Maria Aarons, active client. Awesome. How are you doing? Oh, we got Shelly with us.
Shelly.
She says, I can't hear. It's echoing.
All right.
Are you guys having some audio issues there? Is it echoing for most of you?
Cameron, what's going on, man? Cameron, I want to give you a special thanks. We are going to mention you in a little bit, but Cameron, we had a conversation yesterday. He's just down to help, and we're definitely going to try to get you some stuff to help us out with. Cameron showed up when we first started giving away meals to help actually drive them himself, his own time, his own vehicle and everything, to some neighbors in need who he knew personally, and that was amazing. Before we are connected with the different organizations and everyone else we're going to thank in a little while, Cameron was one of the first individuals, so he definitely stuck out. Marilyn, how are you doing, Marilyn? I saw you pop up. This is cool. We got people showing up. It's pretty good.
We do have to give us a social disclaimer. You definitely don't do this at home. We're not 6 feet apart right now, but for you, we can give air high fives though, right? Like,
yeah,
just about like that. So look, guys, today's video, we really want to kind of focus on what's going on right now with this whole COVID-19. And many of you are out of work. Many of you are losing your jobs. Many of you have elderly parents or immune deficiencies, whether it's something going on with your respiratory. And you shouldn't have to worry about how you're going to get your food. But we're not here to sell you food today. We are going to show you some awesome food. And I think Casey has a promotion code at the end of the video for anybody watching.
Yes.
What is that promotion code going to do for somebody?
We're going to give them, let's say, I don't know yet. I'll think about it. And I'll also come up with it by the end. It's like a magic trick. I'll make it all happen right before your eyes. It'll be pretty impressive.
So we'll get to that. Casey, and he's pretty inspirational when he comes up with these magical codes. But he does have gloves on. He's even got his mask on. I am not prepped right now because I had to get all this computer stuff ready.
So you guys know my fiance did her residency in infectious disease medicine. So every night when I go home after quarantine, I get an update of all the scary statistics and everything else out there. So we're definitely taking our necessary precautions. Actually, this is one of the only 2 days in the week we actually have anybody in the office. We're now having our team work remotely on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays and Sundays. We're just trying to take those necessary precautions. But we've mentioned that in other videos. This is more for as Dan was saying, kind of like an open table kind of open forum kind of situation where we consider you guys decision makers in our organization, and just to keep you abreast of the situations we've got going on here, what we've been up to. We kind of want to start doing this weekly live thing, and that's
yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Who doesn't like, it's like we get to be...
And I'll keep an eye on questions. So if you guys have questions while we're rambling on, we'd be happy to address them here. This is obviously a Q&A, but we're going to be giving you some information as well.
There is going to be a lot of rambling because we don't have a script. We have a whiteboard about this big with about 6 words on it right now, and it's going to be interesting. But what we want to talk about...
And it's barely legible, so that's the extra challenge.
I can't read it. I don't even know what it says. I'm just talking out my... can't say that either. Fuck. Beep. I'm talking out my you-know-what right now. But we do want to make sure that the community is banding together on this. And the big thing is there's been some amazing companies. Because, look, we're producing right now an additional 1,000 meals per week that we're giving back out to the community that's supported us for the last several years. That's made this company really what it is. And now so many of you are... God, I got to sneeze. So many of you are going with, yeah, no kidding. So many of you are going without right now that donating these 1,000 meals is harder than it sounds, because how do you get in front of these people? So we've teamed up with some amazing companies that we really want to give a huge shout out to. And I'm going to bring them on the screen here so you can see who they are. And I'm going to let Casey talk a little bit about each one of them. The only one I'm going to talk about is Place of Hope.
Okay.
So let's bring this up here. Let's bring up our sponsor list.
Yeah, some of the other ones, and forgive me if I forget to mention, but we have worked with some amazing organizations and individuals. I mentioned Cameron McDonald earlier, but some of the organizations we've worked with, Boca Helping Hands, CrossFit Vice, they actually decided to start taking collections for donations for elderly members in their community. They're based out of Coral Springs. There's also Intensity X3. They've got a couple locations here in Boca. What they've done is pretty awesome. They've got a 30-day quarantine challenge that they're putting on. And we've created if you check out our menu, I don't know if you've seen, at the top of the menu, you'll see relief meals. And relief meals are basically a couple of items on our menu that allow you to, as Dan was mentioning, purchase some meals for strangers, neighbors in need. And we've also added to some of them, based on the quantity and how much you're donating, you can get some free t-shirts. Joe Drake from Intensity X3 stepped up, and they're donating the proceeds of their 30-day quarantine purchase through our site. That's being donated right back into the meals. So that I think that actually buys 15 meals.
Yeah, talk about the relief meals a little bit, Casey, because I got it up on the screen right now. So tell people these are
awesome.
And also, guys, if you wanna see these relief meals, all you got to do is go to this link that I'm posting in the live chat right now. It's our current menu where you can actually see all of the relief meals. But Casey, tell people a little bit about what these relief meals are and what they get and how it helps out the community.
All right, so the first one on the left is going to be $10. That's going to donate 3 meals to a neighbor in need. We've got specially designed meals that our duly nominated James Beard chef is making by hand. We literally, last week, were doing them. He and myself were in the kitchen. I wasn't cooking. I was holding a flashlight because we had to cut power to do some electrical work, and he wanted to get those meals done. So not only are they being done by hand by our phenomenally talented chef, but he is also doing them at a whatever it takes kind of speed. So we got them knocked out a little bit early this week. We got a good headway on them. We can't wait to donate more of them, but they're specially designed to be delicious now and frozen if need be. They're also going to be full portion meals, so assuming that the people who are going to be enjoying them and relying on them aren't maybe eating anything else, this would be a full portion meal that's going to keep you satiated and have adequate nutrition in it. Now you get a variety of different things depending on how many you buy. Now the first one at $10, again, 3 meals, $10, and you get amazing karma. The second one is $40. That's 12 meals, and with that you get a limited edition COVID-19 response team or relief team T-shirt.
Say that 5 times faster, please.
Yes.
Okay.
COVID-19 relief team T-shirt, something like that. The next one is going to be, there's actually one that's missing from that picture, and that's just because it's temporary. That's the one I mentioned for $49. That would be, you get the free T-shirt and you purchase 15 meals to a neighbor in need, and that is the one that goes with the IX3 30-day quarantine. We've already had a few of those sell this week, so that's awesome. The quarantine challenge is actually starting on Saturday, so that one isn't on here, but it will be on the menu if you check it out this week only. $200, and we get to name a meal after you. You get to pick the meal, pick your favorite meal, why don't you? And you could pick a name. You could name it after yourself, pick it something silly. And the last one is actually sponsored by the gentleman who gave us the idea for the previous one, 60 meals, $200. The next one is also inspired by Chris Palermo from Global Communication Networks out of Deerfield. He donated $1,000 out of the blue, called up. He's like, how many meals is this going to buy? And I was like, it's a weird number. It's 333. And he's like, I like it. Let's do it. And I was like, you have any other ideas? He's like, yeah, anybody else who donates a significant chunk, maybe not as big as $1,000, but a significant chunk gets to name a meal. And I was like, all right, we're putting it on there. So the $200 one, that's Chris Palermo's idea. Name a meal after yourself. Plus, with each one of these, you get the T-shirt and everything else before it. So the $1,000 one, not only would you get your logo, company logo on the T-shirt that we're making, you're going to get a copy of the T-shirt, and you get to name a meal. So it sounds like a great deal. The best part of all those meals that are going out to neighbors in need. I'm out of breath.
I think he covered that pretty good, guys. He's actually getting really good at like finding ways to say things quicker. That was quick for those of you that are wondering. I wanted to answer somebody's question. Nick, you asked, when are we dropping the new website?
Oh, man.
Let's let that cat out the bag right now, because I know many of you that are current clients, and I feel your pain and I feel your frustration, because as frustrated as you are with some of the kinks of what we're dealing with right now, having the most amazing food does not mean that everything else is always going to be perfect. But when any of you call with a problem, I almost started singing Vanilla Ice there. Don't worry. We're going to solve your problems. We're going to take it real serious. We don't want you to feel, and he said it best one time, we don't want you to feel like some kind of a crazy Comcast customer where you call up, you're put on hold for 3 days, you're told to go through all these crazy problems just to find out no matter what, you're stuck with that bill. Whenever there's an issue, we do our best to go above and beyond to fix it, put the credit back on your account, walk you through the process, put your orders in for you. Whatever we have to do next to breaking the law, we're going to make sure that you are a happy customer at the end of the day. So Nick, we don't know exactly when this whole COVID-19 problem is rippled effect through the entire industry. The guys that are working on this on the back end, more than educated in getting it done for us. However, they're also feeling the effects of what's going on. So we're on it. I promise you, as soon as we know, all of you know, we'll probably do a video about that because it's going to be popping bottles on that day. That's going to be a great day.
Well, yes, I'll be celebrating because it's been a very long pregnancy. This, so you guys know, this project started March 24th of last year. It was due June 2nd of last year. So you can imagine our chagrin when we have to continually hear, it should be up Friday. It should be up Friday. So it should be up Friday, but we're not.
Well, if this wasn't live, I would delete that scene. I'm just saying, delete that scene. Friday,
Don't want to set that expectation,
2024, Friday, that website will be up.
Yeah.
But look, hey, we forgot one company here that we didn't mention. My bad, my fault. Let me pull them back up here real quick.
Hospitality Helping Hands, which I believe was just started specifically to help the hospitality workers who have been impacted by this. Kapow and Dubliner and the subculture group Von Dugan has been doing an amazing job spearheading the effort to get free meals out to servers and bartenders and everybody who's working in the restaurants that we love to enjoy on the weekends, who's right now out of work because they're not able to.
And this has also brought light to so many other industries. So if you think about the kids out there that are in foster homes right now, that once they hit 18, not every child in a foster home. So we have Place of Hope, who you see on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and Josh Colcano, who is the administrator over at Place for Hope, has been amazing with allowing us to donate meals there because they have kids that are all over South Florida, basically from Jupiter all the way up to the Boca Raton area, that once they hit 18, they're kicked out of the foster homes and they have nowhere to go. They don't all have the proper ability to go to work yet. Some of these guys have, some mental health issues and they're not ready to get out in the real world. So Place of Hope has developed a situation of a living style where they've created these houses for these kids to live in as long as they're following basic rules. And we've been real fortunate to be able to go deliver. So far, we've delivered several hundred meals over there, making sure that these kids that right now don't have the ability to go out and find jobs and they don't have the ability to get sustaining food, dropping this food off to them has been an amazing, it's made me feel so good in what we're doing here. Seeing being able to give back in the community that has done so much for so many of us, and we're going to do a bunch of videos on how the community has helped. And Casey's got some great ideas from additional videos. But Josh Colcano over at Place of Hope, thank you so much for allowing us to come in there and donate food. You guys are amazing over there. What else do we got going on, Casey? We got some amazing food that I'm going to show you guys just so you can get a look at it in a minute. But we got a question. Oh, Shelly had a question in there. What was Shelly's question? I saw something in here from
well, actually, a good segue would be we were discussing the businesses that were impacted by this. I'm stuck in the house working from home and there's hardly anything at the stores. How often do you deliver? Shelly, we deliver on Mondays and Thursdays each and every week. It's like Christmas twice a week. You wake up, got a nice sack of deliciousness instead of toys. But other than that, it's basically Christmas. It's also delivered by delivery ninjas instead of elves and Santa, but...
Like literally ninjas. You don't see them, you don't hear them.
No, they do their...
they don't even hit the cameras. Like you're like, how did this bag get here? My doorbell camera didn't even see them. And let me show you some of the food that gets delivered. These are the meals that we're donating. These are the meals, not all of them, but these are some of the meals that we've been giving away. Over 1,000 of these.
Yeah, first responders, healthcare workers, hospitals, government employees dropped off some food to postal workers. People aren't thinking, without the postal system, man, their slug is like neither rain nor sleet nor snow. I didn't know pandemic was included in there, but they're front facing, dealing with people each and every day receiving stuff at the post offices, so we dropped off some bags there, and it was definitely appreciated because those guys, just like everybody else, are finishing their shift. They're a high exposure rate, and now they're going to empty shelves, as Shelly was mentioning. I remember you said you were trying to get eggs and milk.
Eggs and milk.
3 places.
It was like hunting for Easter eggs. But this is what I'm going to be eating for dinner, and this is what so many of our awesome customers and people that are going without. We've got a keto broiled lemon pepper mahi. Basically, got some mahi, sweet potato, asparagus, and this is a decent sized meal. As you guys, let me show you the.
And Nick was just mentioning the keto menu is now, we are catching up. So you guys know, Nick mentioned the pictures. We're getting better at having pictures up there. Well, the new chef, as I mentioned before, we've got the only chef in the entire state of Florida who's been nominated for the James Beard Award twice. Well, he rolled up his sleeves and he's been tearing apart the menu and putting his own stuff in there. So we haven't been able to keep up with taking pretty pictures and getting them on the menu with all of the new items. We're finally getting back to that rotation where we're starting to see some of these meals again. We're getting the pictures up. So I appreciate you noticing that, Nick. And the site is also functioning a bit better, especially if you were with us last summer. The site is better. The new site's not up yet, but it's going to blow this one away. Faster, reduced latency, super fast server, and a lot more features for you guys to have control over your entire experience with us. What do you got there?
Oh man, look at this one. We got some oven roasted turkey breast with.
Like QVC.
Look, I didn't prepare this just to look pretty for the video. This is how it comes to your door. The chef does all this in the back. Oven roasted turkey breast with wilted kale, sliced figs, roasted chickpeas and carrots. I mean, look at this thing.
The Fit Food Fresh Fairy is still working behind the scenes, picking meals for people, and trying to help with the automation and all that stuff. So I saw there was a question asking about that. Thank you, Nick, for the compliment on the keto meals. That's one thing that a lot of people are gravitating to right now. So we definitely have to have our keto on point and delicious, so you don't feel like you're dieting, right? This looks like a keto meal sandwich or crazy clean.
This is pretty close. This is crazy clean. This is a crazy clean meal. Look, keto, crazy clean. If you're trying to do low carb, you're trying to get your high fats in there, you don't want something that's going to make you feel bloated, especially right now we're all stuck at home, and you want something bunless, we've got a Mediterranean turkey burger bowl, roasted herb, spaghetti squash, gingered broccoli. Oh, I know you guys are getting hungry just thinking about it. Look at that thing.
Shelly asked, is there a membership fee or contract? How's pricing work? We started this as members, so we built it exactly how we wanted it. We don't have setup fees. We don't have contracts. We feel like this food and the service should earn you back each and every week. Shelly, we would love for you to try some of our food. Definitely check out our Yelp if you haven't done so already. As you can see with the fellow commenters, I'm sure they're helping us convince you to give us a try. And how's pricing work? Well, right now pricing is set up very simply. It's either base rate of either $13 or $11. If you buy 10 meals or more each week, it drops down to $11. So you start off at $13, so 1 through 9 meals would have you at $13 a meal.
But don't leave yet, because he's got a promo code coming for some of you. Stick around.
And Shelly, your first week, let's give you something free. I'll pick an extra special promo code for you. Some other stuff I want to discuss is business owners. We know that a lot of businesses, as I mentioned before, hospitality industry, and basically everybody's impacted by this, either directly or indirectly. You maybe have clients who are restaurants or hotels, or someone who's been shut down as a non-essential business. We want to use, and we know we have a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners in our membership base. If you have a business that was impacted by this or not, we want to basically help everyone regain their momentum by maybe doing some in-member networking, not like a one of those boring networking groups. We don't have to go and meet somewhere and exchange business cards awkwardly. We'll just get everyone's information together, kind of look for what your business is looking for, what kind of clients you would service, what type of, maybe if you have a B2B type of business, whatever it is, we want to get an idea of what you do, your company, and who you're looking for, and see if we can help connect you.
I did post a link. I'll do it again real quick because you guys are commenting so dang fast.
This is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
So right now we're getting ready to pop a link in here. If you're interested in becoming a member, just because you're signing up right now doesn't mean you can't qualify for the promo of whatever this special gift that Casey's about to release in a few minutes here. But get your information in there and we'll make sure you're taken care of. Here's a link right now on how you can become a member. Again, there's no contracts. No one's going to call you. Well, we might call you and bug you a little bit because we want to make sure you're loving our food.
But not if you tell us to stop. We just want feedback.
We just want feedback.
Especially.
And that's what this video is about. Honestly, those of you later on after this video, some of you are going to see this live right now. This video will be up after this as well. Do me a favor, post a comment of what you would like to see. I'm thinking next week it'd be awesome to show you guys a tour of the facility because everything is done right here. Nothing is outsourced. We're not purchasing a bunch of frozen food and putting in the back. This is why we do harass you guys a little bit at the beginning of the week because we want to know how many people we're ordering food for because we're not purchasing a bunch of bulk food that's just going to sit in the back. It's all purchased. It's immediately prepped. It's all cooked here on site. It's packaged here on site. And then our ninjas, we don't even know when they come in. Somehow they get it out of here without us even seeing that to your doorstep. So next week, what do you think about doing like a tour?
That'd be great.
After hours. Of showing people. Maybe one day we'll come in when everybody's prepping and we'll show you the cleanliness. We'll show you how everybody's got their gloves on, everybody's got their masks on. We're out there making sure that everything leaves here sanitized so the next person that touches it after it's been fully cleaned and wiped down is going to be the person that's going to be eating the food. I know that's a major concern. A concern would be of mine is, well, how do I know my food hasn't been like fingered through and how many people are touching the containers? It's kind of scary for those of you that might have some serious concerns about that. So we want to give you the peace of mind of seeing how the food is being prepped, being cleaned, and how it's getting to your doorstep.
I saw another question up there about...
Well, he's looking at that question. I'm going to show you this last meal because this one's banging too. This is just Tito's 80... This is funny. This is my favorite one right now, the name anyway. And if you guys got some awesome name ideas, how we should name some meals, let's hear those too. Tito's 80 proof grilled chicken, penne al vodka, with whole wheat pasta, green peas, turkey bacon, creamy Parmesan sauce. This is a...
That's one of the favorites.
This is one of the favorites, man. This is a favorite. I'm showing you guys a favorite right now. Look at this. Look at this thing. I know the lighting's not the best, but go on the menu, you can see it.
And Dan was mentioning, how everything's made from scratch. Not only do we grind our own meat and hand form our own burger patties and meatballs and all that jazz, even our sauces are made from scratch. Our soups are made from scratch. Our vegetable stock and our chicken stock and all that's all made from scratch. We have the marsala that's on the menu for this delivery, and if you get your order in, it'll be on the Monday delivery as well. That marsala sauce, chef said it took 4 gallons of wine that he boiled down. I think it was a 3 or 4 hour process. He said nobody makes marsala sauce like that. Everyone buys it because it's that
Wasn't that the day the chef was a little tipsy after?
Yeah, that was the day. He was
4 gallons of wine,
He was super friendly that day, yeah.
I'm not saying anything. We bought 5. I don't know what happened. I'm just, chef maybe. Okay.
So back to the business thing. If you have a business, reach out, let us know. Good emails are start@FitFoodFresh, easy to remember, feedme@FitFoodFresh. They all come to us.
All that's in the description of this video as well. We've got the Feed Me email. You can become a member in the email. If you want to take our website changes every week. Many of you are like, oh, well, what's the difference between your meal prep delivery company versus all of the others out there? I don't know about you, but if you told me, I may love pizza, but if you told me I'd eat pizza every day for the rest of my life, I'm going to get bored of pizza real quick. Every week this menu changes, updates, swaps around. We have your favorites that you can always count on, but we're always trying to put new stuff on that menu to keep you guessing. It's like it's like when you go into an antique store, you go on a thrift store, it's like an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah,
you never know what's going to be on that menu until you wake up Sunday morning and get on the menu.
There's 150 items, over 150 items on the menu every week for you to dig through, and then it changes every week too. So it's always going to keep you guessing, keep you looking forward to it, and hopefully keep you coming back. That's the name of the game, right? Some other stuff I wanted to mention. You want to...
What are you pointing at, Casey? I can't read your orange writing.
The squiggly one that looks like a chicken.
Referrals. Guys, how many of you want to eat free? Eating free can be amazing, or getting discounts off of your meals. Referrals are how we thrive. We don't spend money on advertising because we want people that have tried our food. We want the referrals to come from them. There's nothing better than somebody telling you, go eat from this place because the food is absolutely amazing, which is the reason why we have the highest rated Yelp review out there in the universe. He says the world, but it's in the universe, I'm pretty sure. But referrals from you guys speaks volumes, and that's what we solidify our statements behind. If you want to eat for free, every time you refer us a client, as soon as they make that first order, we're throwing $50 of Fit Food Fresh money your way. And if you're somebody that works in maybe some sort of a he was talking about it earlier. Maybe you work in some sort of a corporate environment where there's a lot of people there, or maybe you're in charge of like an HR department, or you're running some sort of an apartment building, or anything where you can push our food only because it's that good. Feeling comfortable in the product that you're promoting, we'll make sure that we're taking care of each and every one of you that are sending people our way. So referral, referral, referral. Did I miss anything on that?
Well, actually, we have a new referral program that we were waiting for the new software to launch before we were to offer this, but we're doing it now because economically I think it would be a great benefit to a lot of our members. You have the choice of getting the one-time $50 credit. We're going to leave both of these options open. You just tell us which one you prefer. Or you could get a referral residual, which is where you earn $1 for every meal your referrals purchase. So some quick math. If you buy an average of 10 meals a week, which is what most people do, most individuals do 10 meals a week, and you refer 10 friends who also buy 10 meals a week, you're now eating for free. Because, just trust me, it's not an MLM or anything like that, but $10 from each one of your 10 friends is now $100, and that basically covers the 10 meals that you were buying, right? So it's a way to not only reduce but potentially eliminate your food costs, and food's a necessity. I don't know many other necessities that we'd be able to outsource or take over for you. Gas is a necessity, your utilities, your rent, can't help you with that, but food, if you plan on eating, I typically like to eat a few times a day. I don't know about you. It's a major expense, right? So if things are tight, or even if things aren't, who wouldn't want to save money? So we have both of those options. See a question there about how to refer somebody. You can either tell them to come to us and just make sure they mention your name. We also have the dedicated email referrals@fitfoodfresh.com. Easy to remember, right?
We also got the form coming, right? The referral link where people they want to refer somebody, they can fill it out with from you referred them, so your information and their information will come on there, and after their first order,
it'll connect them, so you get the credit. We
Technology.
love making sure you get the credit, so trust us. We will, a lot of times when we have a new member, we ask where they came from to not only see if it was from Yelp or whatever else, but if it came from a member, we want to make sure, we're going to chase you down and make sure you take that referral credit, because we love, love, love paying them as opposed to some marketer or a billboard or whatever else. I saw some questions.
Kimberly loves the quesadillas.
The new Cuban quesadilla.
I think we got one right here.
Oh my gosh, the new Cuban quesadilla that Chef just put on the menu is insane. I'm a big fan of the Cuban sandwich. I've been wanting to do one since we started Fit Food Fresh. Can't do it. They just don't refrigerate and reheat well. Well, Cuban quesadilla solves those problems. You're able to get nice and crispy if you cook it like I do in the oven. While we're speaking about ovens, I did see that there was a question about heating the food up in the oven. We have thought about oven-friendly containers, but the Pyrex and the aluminum gets kind of complicated when it comes down to the plating process.
AKA expensive.
And Pyrex would be especially expensive, but it is something we've kicked around, and we're not against doing it. It would definitely be easier with the new website, because it would just allow us to tag and notate and keep track of things a lot more easily.
I'm also going to take this meal home because I'm about to touch it to show you guys, because this is hard to show. This is a South Florida's About That Cubano quesadilla. We've got some slow roasted mojo pork, crispy ham bits, flour tortilla, Swiss Jack, dill, pickles, and yellow mustard sour cream.
Slow roasted is an understatement. It's a 24-hour slow roasted.
Let's give a view of this.
24 hours.
Look at this
insane.
thing. This is just one half of it. Okay, look how thick this is.
The dipping sauce is a combination of mustard, which is traditional with a Cuban.
Here, put that
as
up
well
there.
as some sour cream. Let's get that nice.
You're not in there.
Oh, where am I?
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
You got just the lighting is horrible.
Yeah,
that's
you
all.
can't tell.
But
just trust me. And then it's also got pickle juice in the dipping sauce.
What?
So if you're as much of a
pickle juice
fanatic as
in
I
the
am,
dipping sauce?
This chef's on another level.
I love pickles, and I love dipping sauces.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to have to keep that one on the menu. You'll probably see it for a very long time. What else do we have? Oh, we were mentioning before the referrals and everything. Again, if you can get us connected with some companies, your HOA, your leasing office, to distribute and let your other neighbors or coworkers or group members, whatever you're in, know about our amazing service. The fact that we exist. I mean, just point to Yelp. They don't have to trust you. You can just point them to Yelp. That's what we do.
Can't we get shirts that says like "I pimp Fit Food Fresh"?
We can make that happen. We
could do that, right?
Okay.
We could get away with that.
Tell you what, you give us 3 referrals, I'm going to buy the shirt for you. I pimp Fit Food Fresh.
I pimp Fit Food Fresh.
I'll make that happen.
Do.
We'll work with Evan from Independent Print, local business right here in Boca. He's the one who's actually doing the t-shirts that I mentioned before on the relief meals. We're going to do those limited edition t-shirts. They're going to be super, super cool. Definitely want to get one of those if you haven't already. What else we got? Oh, special announcements. So here's some cool stuff that we're going to be working on with some partners. I mentioned the thing with IX3, Intensity X3 in Boca and Delray. If you're not in Boca and Delray, no problem. They're going to digitally deliver a 30-day quarantine challenge right to you, right to your favorite device, wherever you are. It's going to have all the workouts, instructions, and the commitment device to keep you motivated and staying on track with your 30-day quarantine challenge so you're walking out of this quarantine better than you walked into it, right? They're going to donate all the proceeds if you purchase the $49 membership for those 30 days, which is a deal. My sister spent $30 to train with a trainer through her phone for 1 hour. So $49 for 30 days, no brainer. That $49 is going right back to Fit Food Fresh relief meals that are going right back out into the community. So 15 meals for each one of those. And like I said, it's a win-win-win because you're going to be walking out looking fantastic. You're going to meet some great people at IX3 digitally and then hopefully in person once we're out of this thing, and then helping some neighbors in need. The other one I want to mention is Alicia Sparaco. She's a longtime member. If you've seen some of the more pretty food pictures that you've ever seen, they haven't been up recently, but if you've seen any amazing food pictures that we've posted, they're probably done by Alicia Sparaco. She's one of our members. She's been around for a long time. We love her. She also teaches belly dancing. How cool is that? Well, we are also going to be working with Alicia to be bringing her belly dancing classes digitally delivered, again, to you guys. Haven't figured out the logistics exactly. We're probably going to broadcast it through Facebook, but she's been doing belly dancing for years, and she teaches class. She's great at it. It's a great workout. It's a lot of fun. I know a couple of the members who walked in today, and we were discussing that with them. They're definitely interested, so hopefully you guys are too. And then Justin Feldman. He's a trainer. He's got a master's level nutrition certification, and he's going to be doing a class as well after the IX3 stuff, probably in a week or two. We're going to be doing some at-home, follow-along kind of nutrition. It's going to be a 7-day program. Again, probably any proceeds, if it's going to have a cost to it, it'll get put right back into meals as well. You guys see the pattern here. Everything goes into the meals to give back out to everybody. And that's all I got.
Yeah, I think we covered quite a bit in our first of many.
We want to keep it short. Probably a little bit longer than we anticipated, but it was good.
We're just going with the flow. But look, this is one of many videos that we're going to be doing live. I think live is the way to go for many reasons, because it allows you to engage as a client, customer, potential customer of ours, being able to engage and see real people's responses and knowing that this isn't scripted. I mean, we literally look. This is our notes. This is all we came prepared with, and I think you wrote this 5 minutes ago, and I'm not making that up. I mean, 6 minutes ago. We've decided we want to do this, and we're going to update this YouTube channel. We're going to promote it. We're going to make sure you guys are getting what you want. And look, I know a lot of you right now wish you could get on a plan, wish you had the additional money. Here's where we're located. Here's our phone number. That's our good stuff right there. If you're in the Boca, in the Boca area, if you're in the Boca area and you want to pop in Monday through Friday, make sure you sanitize and take a shower and wash your hands before you come. But other than that, come on in and we'll have some food for those of you that are really struggling right now. We'll send you out here with a couple of free meals. If you're interested in what the food's all about and you want to try us before you buy us, come on in, because we have this awesome, I coined this. I know Justin wants to take credit for it, but you take a test drive and you buy a car. We do a taste drive here. Taste drive. TM, trademark, Dan Wise, taste drive. So if you'd like to taste drive some of our awesomeness, pop in our front door. You can get to meet our mascot. What's the mascot's name, Casey?
Beatrice the Tortoise. You can also follow her on Instagram at Beatrice the Tortoise.
Actually,
the Tortoise.
If you come back in about 20 minutes, that will be in the description of the video. But you can come in, check out our mascot, meet the crew, meet the chef. You can't go in the kitchen because it's unsanitary, but we'll have them come out here in like a full bodysuit or something where it's like Bubble Boy, where you can see them and air high five them. But look, this is how you're going to get to know that we are different than any other company that you either tried in the past. You're wondering what it's like. You're wondering how you can get engaged. This is how we do it. People helping people. Got anything else you want to throw in there before we roll out of here? Any last minute questions? Because once we're gone, we're gone. I'm going home. I got to buy Indian food or something tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be in trouble already for staying late, so I appreciate that. Air fist bump. I'm going to go through the comments, see if there's any questions that we didn't answer. I'm going to stream through coupon code. Yeah, what's the special coupon code? How about mask up?
He said mask up. For
Mask up, all capital, one word.
Type it. Here we go.
Yeah, mask
all
up.
one word?
I'm going to go create it now, so give me about...
so just like that, that's it right there?
Give me about 4 minutes. Mask up just like this.
Boom. There it is,
And
official.
that is going to give you...
free food for the rest of your life. I'm lying. I absolutely lied.
He's
right
fired. We also have an opening immediately. We'll do 10% off your next order. I'm not going to put an expiration on that, so if you already have your order in for this week, no problem. You can use that next week. Also, remember that referral credit that we were just talking about? How much easier do you think it's going to be to get a referral now that you have a mask up? Super clever. Definitely not thought of while we were doing this. Coupon code that gets your referrals 10% off. And that's going to be an amazing experience for them because you're going to be keeping them out of the shopping market and giving them some amazing food cooked by the only chef in the entire state who's been nominated for the James Beard Award twice. Did I mention that?
I mentioned what?
Did I mention that? That our chef is the only chef in the entire state of Florida who's been nominated for the James Beard Award twice?
Wait, not once, but...
No, if you were to take once and then multiply it times 2, it's that many.
That's...
Yeah, it's twice as many as
Nobody
one.
else can say that.
How many times have you been nominated by the James Beard Association?
Why do you want to throw low blows?
Okay, well, it's more than 100 times more than Dan's been nominated by the...
Wow.
You guys get the point. If you don't know what the James Beard Award is, it's basically like the Oscars for being a chef.
It's pretty good. I didn't know what it was, to be honest, but it sounds very, very serious.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
It's like the
All
Chuck
right.
Norris Award.
So let's, what's our song? I like...
Seacrest out.
Yeah, Seacrest out. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. We'll be back. More videos to come. Love us.
Thank
Try
you guys
us.
so much. This was awesome. We were not expecting anybody to show up, and you guys just blew us out of the water.
We had some haters. We had some people saying no one's going to come watch you
Yeah,
guys.
we had some
Nobody
downers in
wants
the
to see
office.
you talk about meal plans. So I'm not saying any names, but you know who I'm talking about.
Kim had a great comment I meant to mention before. She said that she loves her food. She's been on us. We've won her back over 200 times, as I mentioned before. We want to win you back every week. She said we've won her back over 200 times, and she says she's frugal, so that's saying a lot. So Kim's basically the authority, and we're worth our
Kim,
weight in
the
gold.
answer is yes. She asked if we can apply it to her current account. Do me a favor. Shoot me an email. Just send it to Feed Me. The email's in the description of the video because I won't remember. I'm exhausted. We've been going since like 3 days ago, nonstop, man. We don't get to sleep over here.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
We work him hard.
Yeah,
He
whips.
sleeps under his desk.
Under my desk. That's why you can see we don't even get to sit down right now. I have to stand up and talk to you guys. All right, guys. I appreciate it, Casey. Air. Boom. There we go. All right, guys. Be safe. We'll see you next time. People up in people. Communities method. One day at a time. See you later.
Be good.